Hi students, welcome back to my channel Get in Bio World. So if you like my videos, please like करें, share करें और subscribe करें. So students, our next topic is the transport of gases. How the gas is transported inside the body. So blood is the medium of transport for oxygen and carbon dioxide. Blood is the main medium for transportation of the oxygen and carbon dioxide. About 97% of the oxygen transported by RBC in the blood. 97% किधर होगा? Through the RBC. Carbon dioxide transfer होगा. Oxygen transport होगा. And now the remaining 3% of oxygen is carried in a dissolved state through the plasma, and remaining 3% through the plasma. Dissolved state of the plasma, oxygen is transport. Now nearly 20 to 25% of the carbon dioxide is transported by RBCs. And carbon dioxide कैसा हो गया? Nearly 20 to 25% through the RBC, and whereas 70% is carried out as a bicarbonate. With the help of the bicarbonate, and as 7% is carried out with the help of the dissolved state of the plasma. Oxygen 97% is transport through RBC and 3% transport through dissolved state of the plasma. Now carbon dioxide 20-25% transport through the RBC and 70% as a carrier of the bicarbonate and 7% with the help of dissolved state of the plasma. Now the transport of oxygen. First of all, we see transport of the oxygen. This hemoglobin is a red colored iron containing the pigment present in the RBCs. Hemoglobin is the red in color. It contains the iron containing pigment which is called as the RBCs. Now oxygen can bind with the hemoglobin in a reversible manner to form the oxyhemoglobin. Oxygen then bind with the hemoglobin in a reversible manner, means both it get attached or detached, दोनों भी हो सकता है reversible manner में, and to form the oxyhemoglobin. Each hemoglobin molecule can carry a maximum 4 molecules of oxygen. One hemoglobin can bind the 4 oxygen molecules, and binding of oxygen with hemoglobin is primarily related to the pressure of oxygen. Partial pressure of the oxygen means hemoglobin का binding ऑक्सीजन किस पर डिपेंड करेगा? इस डिपेंड अपॉन पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, हाइड्रोजन आयन, and concentration and temperature are other factors that can interfere with this binding, but some other factors is also can affect the binding process of the oxygen and the hemoglobin. Now a sigmoid curve is obtained when percentage of saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen is plotted against the PO2, and this curve is called as the oxygen dissociation curve. See inside this figure, this is the oxygen dissociation curve, and this partial pressure of the oxygen and the saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen, both these can form the one curve. This is called as the oxygen dissociation of curve. Now this oxygen dissociation curve, where is this oxygen dissociation curve? It depends on the many factors. Is highly useful in studying the effect of factors like PCO, means partial pressure of carbon dioxide, and the hydrogen of concentration on binding of the oxygen with hemoglobin. When the oxygen bind with hemoglobin, many factors can affect on this curve. We will see one by one what is this factor. See, this in the alveoli where there is high PO2 means partial pressure of oxygen, low partial pressure of carbon dioxide and lesser hydrogen ion concentration and lower temperature. The factors are all favorable for the formation of the oxyhemoglobin means oxygen attach होगा at this time hemoglobin को. All these are the factor these can favorable for the attachment of oxygen and the hemoglobin and form the oxyhemoglobin. And whereas in the tissues where low partial pressure of oxygen, high partial pressure of carbon dioxide, high hydrogen ion concentration and higher temperature exist, the conditions are favorable for dissociation of oxygen from the oxyhemoglobin. When in the alveoli some favorable conditions are present, then the oxygen get bind to the hemoglobin from the oxyhemoglobin. But from this alveoli, the oxyhemoglobin is passes into the blood and then passes into tissue. And at this time, the tissue, the oxygen is get dissociated from the hemoglobin because some unfavorable factors are present. That's why the dissociation of the oxygen from the hemoglobin is done, and this clearly indicates that oxygen gets bound to the hemoglobin in the lung surface and get dissociated at the tissues. ऑक्सीजन बाइंड किधर होगा जाकर हेमोग्लोबिन को एट द लंग सरफेस एंड इट गेट डिसोसिएटेड एट द टिश्यू साइट. Now, every 100 ml of the oxygenated blood can deliver around the 5 ml of oxygen to the tissue under the normal physiological condition. In normal person, normal physiological condition contain the 5 ml of the oxygen which is present in 100 ml of the deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. This is the 100 ml of the oxygenated blood, and this oxygenated blood contain the 5 ml of the oxygen which is normal condition for person. So we will see next topic which is transport of the carbon dioxide. Now carbon dioxide is carried by the hemoglobin by a carbo-amino hemoglobin. About 22 to 25% can be transported with the help of the hemoglobin. The binding is related to the partial pressure of carbon dioxide, and the partial pressure of the oxygen is major factor could affect this binding. When partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high and partial pressure of oxygen is low in the tissue, more binding of carbon dioxide is occur. Means inside the tissue when the carbolic reactions inside the tissue catabolic reaction is done, at that time the carbon dioxide is get released, and this time the PCO2 means partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high and PO2 means partial pressure of the oxygen is low. At that time the binding of carbon dioxide is occur more to the blood, and when the PCO2 is low and PO2 is high, as in the alveoli, dissociation of carbon dioxide from carbo-amino hemoglobin takes place. That is, carbon dioxide which is bound to the hemoglobin from the tissue is delivered to the alveoli. Understand all of you? Two factors होते हैं at that time where the PCO2 is high and PO2 is low inside the tissue, then the oxygen is attached to the hemoglobin, and at the time of the when then enter into the alveoli, then the carbon dioxide is dissociate from the hemoglobin, and then carbon dioxide is released out of the body. Now the RBC contain a very high concentration of enzyme, that is carbonic anhydrase, and minute quantities of the same is present into the plasma. Also, this enzyme facilitate the following reaction in both direction. First of all, in carbon dioxide plus hydrogen in presence of the carbonic anhydrase enzyme, it form the carbonic acid, and this carbonic anhydrase then it converted into the bicarbonate, and then this bicarbonate contain it act as a carrier for the transport of the carbon dioxide from the out of the body. 70% of this carbon dioxide is diffused with the help of this bicarbonate. At the tissue site where partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high due to catabolism, at that site the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high due to catabolism. Now carbon dioxide diffuses into blood, RBC and plasma and forms the bicarbonate, an opposite direction leading to the formation of carbon dioxide and hydrogen. And then this reaction is reversible, then this bicarbonate is converted into carbon dioxide and hydrogen, and now thus the carbon dioxide trapped as a bicarbonate at this tissue level and transport to the alveoli and is released out the carbon dioxide. और alveoli में आकर क्या होगा, carbon dioxide is get released. Now 100 ml of this deoxygenated blood, this is the deoxygenated blood, and this is 100 ml. Deoxygenated blood is 100 ml, contain the approximately 4 ml of the carbon dioxide which is released out of the body. Understand all of you?